May 2026 brought extreme heat and below normal rainfall across Vietnam, delaying the rainy season in key producing areas. As pepper, cassia, and star anise had already entered the post-harvest phase, weather became the key factor shaping crop recovery, field activities, and short-term supply. After the main harvest season, how did the raw material market respond? To pepper, May marked a post-harvest recovery period. Early in the month, major growing areas remained hot and dry as the rainy season arrived later than usual. From mid-May onward, rainfall increased with the strengthening southwest monsoon, bringing cooler conditions and more frequent storms. April harvesting had already been fully completed across the Central Highlands, with only a minor harvest expected in Quang Tri in July. Farmers shifted their focus to post-harvest field care, including fertilizing, weeding, supporting vine recovery, and restoring soil moisture after the prolonged dry period. Toward the end of the month, as rainfall improved and temperatures became cooler, farmers began selecting healthy pepper vines for new planting material. This is an important stage, as proper field care and vine selection will directly influence replanting quality and the productivity of the next crop cycle. Vietnam's pepper export volume slowed in May, reaching 25,180 tons. However, exports in the first 5 months remained strong at 122,583 tons, up 21.7% year-on-year, showing that trade demand continued to support the market. In May 2026, Vietnam imported 8,745 tons of pepper, up 7.4% from April. Cambodia remained the largest origin, followed by Brazil and Indonesia. Turning to Kashmir, growing areas continued to experience strong heat throughout May. At this time, fresh cassia was already at the tail end of the spring 2026 crop. This year, harvesting finished around 20 days earlier than the same period last year. Favorable drying conditions from April accelerated harvesting activities, especially for cassia sticks and tube cassia. However, total production for the spring 2026 crop is estimated to be around 15% lower than last year. After harvest, cassia trees started producing new shoots and young leaves, creating favorable conditions for leaf-eating pests, affecting tree recovery and future growth. Field staff conducted on-site surveys and advised farmers not to use chemical pesticides. Turning to broken cassia, the average price was around 38,910 VND per kilogram. For cassia, Vietnam exported 48,686 tons in the first 5 months of 2026, generating $124.3 million. Asia remained the leading market. On the import side, volume rose sharply, mainly from Indonesia and China, indicating some supply recovery. Overall, the cassia market is now supported more by tightening supply, while demand remains relatively stable. Sanha's new La Oat Sai factory has commenced operations, located in the heart of Vietnam's cassia growing region. The facility is designed for fresh cassia and fresh star anise pre-processing. With expanded drawing areas, warehouse capacity, and modern site infrastructure, the new factory will help strengthen quality control, drawing efficiency, and compliance management. This marks an important step in supporting more stable raw material handling and long-term supply development. Moving to star anise, the spring 2026 crop ran from March 1st to May 25th, with peak harvesting from mid-March to late April. Weather conditions were generally favorable, with good sunshine supporting harvesting and drying. As the spring crop ended, farmers focused on collecting remaining volumes and fallen products, including lower-quality dark fruits. Although fresh star anise output was relatively abundant this year, quality was uneven, with more small-sized and defective fruits. Meanwhile, farmers and traders tended to hold stock near the end of the crop, waiting for better prices or clearer prospects for the upcoming autumn crop. As a result, short-term market supply may tighten despite relatively high production. Moreover, after the harvest season, many farmers shifted to other seasonal activities, reducing their participation in the market. Dried star anise prices were mostly stable, moving slightly from 105,000 to around 106,000 to 108,000 VND per kilogram. May 2026 was a post-harvest adjustment period for Vietnam's spice market. Pepper moved into the recovery stage, Kashmir supply became tighter, and star anise showed stronger stock holding behavior. Looking ahead, the key question is whether June will bring stronger price movements. Stay tuned for our next market update.
1, 2, 3.